Happy Saturday,
Hap-
Robert.
Ooh, I'm sorry to interrupt my name. Happy Saturday to you, Matt.
You welcome back. You were with the Material Girl up in
I
the
was with
Emerald
the,
City.
yeah, with her for a few days, and yeah, so a few days in Seattle for a couple shows, which was nice. Seattle was actually kind of sunny while I was there, which was interesting.
Good.
And then took the train up to Vancouver and saw a show there. That was supposed to be opening night last summer, so that was my ticket
I
opening
remember.
night. That's now what is 9 months later or whatever it happens to be.
So the opening night that was canceled in Vancouver, that was
Yeah,
the reschedule.
yeah.
Was the Seattle show
The Seattle
also
shows
like
were it's supposed to be Vancouver, Seattle, Seattle, and then obviously everything got changed around, and so I just held on to my original tickets because they were good tickets. So
oh yeah.
yeah,
I saw your pictures that you posted, and I gotta say, I was really impressed with Madonna's wardrobe changes that she put on many different outfits like at well, how old is she? Like 66?
65, I think,
65?
or she's going to be turning 66. Yeah,
Okay, so
yeah.
65 and she's still doing like the Mick Jagger thing where she's changing and she's
She
giving you your
does.
money worth, right?
Oh, yeah, and it's interesting because um, for a couple of the shows, I had the Immaculate VIP package, and so you got to take a tour backstage and stuff. And Tony, her dresser, came out both times, and I've met him before, but he'll kind of share what it's like. He's her personal dresser, and even he said even at this show, the tour's been going on for months, but she said, uh, this costume's not doing it for me anymore. We need something more different and whatever.
Attention
And
to
so
detail.
yeah,
I
and
like
there
that.
yeah, and so everything, and she even did the same for a one of the dancers' costumes. Like that's just not, we need something
Oh
more
yeah.
impressive here. And so she's changing things all the time, and she's
I
like
wish
you said,
comedians did that.
a stickler for detail. So it's interesting because but she also knows that um for everything good and for everything bad, all roads lead to her. And so it's not like, like, oh, the dancers are, it's all Madonna's fault. So
She
but yeah,
takes
so
ownership.
it was good. This is the first time I've actually been on the stage. Uh, so
That's so exciting. Now
part of
they
the
now where in what arena did she play at in Seattle?
in Seattle, Climate Pledge Arena, which is right in kind of that Space Needle Park, and
Right.
then Rogers Arena in Vancouver.
Roger, right. Okay.
Yeah,
Okay,
yeah.
cool. Very cool. Very cool. And you said that I mentioned the wardrobe changes and stuff.
Oh yeah.
Does the stage change a lot? Like is there different backdrops during the
Yeah,
show?
yeah. So it's always something, and this is our biggest stage yet, and they have kind of a circle-ish stage at the
Biggest stage
front.
yet like that you've ever seen?
That Madonna's this is her biggest square
Oh,
footage
really?
stage. Yeah.
Oh,
So and
wow.
she has uh catwalks all throughout that come almost go to the, about two-thirds of the way to the arena. And it's kind of set up New York style, because they call it downtown, uptown, east side, and west side for these kind of different mini stages. So first night I was in the pit, so you're kind of between two stages. So
Yeah.
you're literally 2 feet from her at
Yeah. Oh,
any
for
given
sure.
time. Yeah. And then the other two shows were front row at the front. So
Now,
I can't complain.
is this her? Because I know she's getting up there in years,
Mhm.
but and people like her perform forever, so I'm not worried. But is this her last tour on this large scale, or is this just business as usual?
I at one point I thought it would kind of be, but
But she's
she
not. This isn't. She's not saying. It's not like
no,
Elton John 2 years ago, where he's like,
no,
"This is it."
she'll never say that. And this is
Oh,
her
okay.
first
She
this
won't.
is her first greatest hits tour she's ever done. So audiences are coming in for it, and
Yeah.
obviously not Taylor Swift size, but yeah, and then because I think part of people are saying this could be the last time we see her, and so but she lives for, I mean, that's, she gets her energy there. So
Oh, yeah. Okay. So, where's the next? You're seeing her next in Los Angeles,
Los Angeles at the Forum.
and tonight she's performing at the Forum. That's a blast from the past.
Or
She's performing
yeah,
tonight in San Francisco,
yep,
tonight being February 28th,
yep.
not Saturday, folks.
Uh,
Uh,
what are you talking
the
about? Of course
gig's
it's
up.
Saturday.
Vegas tomorrow. So is this the first leg of the tour, or is this
This
the
is the
entire tour?
last.
This
This
is
is
the
the
last.
last. Yeah, because it was the tour
Because she was
started
in
when I
Europe.
yeah, she started in Europe this time, and I think she'll kind of go through in between Miami and Mexico City. So I'm scheduled for 3 LA shows. I'm not for any
She's
more at
doing
this point,
six in
but
LA.
Yeah, so I'm not
Wow,
doing that many, but
that's a lot of shows.
I did 6 in LA for Madame X at the Wiltern, which was nice, but
Oh, that's very intimate. But
so
so I didn't mean to interrupt you, but six LA shows, that's pretty incredible.
yeah. So she pulls them in.
Oh, the Kia Forum, is that what they call the forum now? The Kia
Yes, I
Forum?
just call it the forum.
Well,
You know,
yeah,
I before I had been there, because the only thing I knew about the forum was when she did the reinvention tour. She kind of did a Truth or Dare Part Two, kind of behind the scenes documentary, and she did opening night at the forum. I was like, ooh, I can't. I was so excited to see what the forum is going to be like. And my friend's like, oh no, it's kind of shitty.
it's
And this
I
was
think it
before
is.
they redid it. And when they redid it, it was kind of nicer, but it is still small, and it's not the best part of town. And
Yeah.
yeah,
No, it's
so
not.
yeah, and I was like, so part of me is like, because it was supposed to be a couple shows at the Forum and a couple at the Staples Center or whatever they call it now. And obviously Staples Center I enjoy more because it's just easier to get in
Yeah.
and out of downtown and stuff like that. In Inglewood, there's just nothing.
No, it's
Yeah.
not, and it's a dated stadium. Like the
Yeah.
basketball team stopped playing there like 20 years ago.
Yeah. But anyway.
When you said the greatest hits tour,
Hmm.
it reminded me of maybe like 2010. I saw Bob Dylan play in LA. And I'm not a big Bob Dylan fan,
Yeah.
but somebody like had tickets. Like I remember I just went with somebody.
Yeah.
And the greatest hits, he's known not for his performances. He doesn't have, he has a terrible voice. It's all about the lyrics. And I think Bob Dylan's an artist that his songs are more famous by other people, like Jimi Hendrix and Eric Clapton and everything. So you're like, well, at least we'll hear Blowing in the Wind and songs that
Yeah.
Hendrix did. He didn't play any of his classics, and he just played
Uh,
all new stuff. And I'm like, I I get you want to play some new stuff.
yeah.
You don't want to play the same old things every night. And if you have new albums, you want to play these new songs.
Yeah.
But like to play none, I've never saw an audience. I've been to a pretty fair amount of concerts in my life
Yeah.
with such low energy. They were like, "What?" I think we left. We did leave actually.
You're like, forget
And it
it.
was at a smaller place. It was at, I
Yeah.
forget the name of it, but it's on. You probably know where it is. It's on Sunset Boulevard near like the CNN building. It's the Palladium.
Okay. Yep.
And so it was like smaller, and
Yeah.
it could have been such a good experience to see the guy that wrote songs that Hendrix covered, who
Yeah.
was a legend that died in 1970, play these songs in modern time. But he did it, and you're like, oh, this is so
What did
bad.
we do?
So I love when Madonna obviously is doing it, Billy Joel,
Yeah.
that's all he does.
Yeah. Well,
They
she's
know,
never,
like,
yeah.
they know they have such a catalog. Like, give the people what they want to hear.
Yeah, yeah. So she find
And
and
her new
she's
shit's good too.
yeah, but usually she just does the new album and then a few hits here and there, and you could
Yeah.
tell the audience they're like, whatever, and then she'll do like a prayer and it kind of goes off the rails. I mean, goes nuts and stuff like that. But so
Yeah.
so I think people really appreciate that, and she's just like I said, she feeds off that energy. So and she seemed to be having a good time. It's interesting because I had
Oh,
a friend
good.
that saw her in Chicago and she felt like her concert she saw Madonna was not happy or having a good time. I was like, oh, that's
Oh
interesting because
no.
she seemed to be all smiles. I mean, you can tell when Madonna's faking it.
She was in the zone in
Yeah,
Seattle and Vancouver.
yeah. So she was kind of I don't know if in there, but yeah, she seemed to be having a great time. So